This is activity 13.4, astonished faces. So the question is, are these astonished faces? And one is called Max and the other one's called Frankie. I don't know which is which. But are these astonished faces, Max and Frankie, congruent? Are they congruent faces or congruent images? Well, first of all, actually, let me go back for just a second. The outline of the face, the oval that goes around each face, is identical. So is that enough to make these faces congruent or identical? And the answer is no, it's not. So if you look at the distance between their eyes, this is approximately 1 unit. Let's call this one Max and this one Frankie, and this is approximately 2 units. So they have a different distance between the eyes. So that right there tells you that they're not congruent. But you can go on. There's a couple of other things to look at. If you look at this angle of the mouth, so if I just took this angle and translated it over here, it is a slightly different angle. So it's at a slightly different angle. And actually, look here, this one's lower than this one. Just notice that. This is a half a unit lower than this one, this mouth on Max right here. And finally, if you look at the distance and the angle from the corner of the mouth to the eye, from the corner of the mouth to the eye, the distance is different. This one's longer than this one, and the angle from the corner of the mouth to the eye is different. So the angle from the corner of the mouth, it's almost straight up in this one, and this one is at more of an angle. So several things to look at to prove that these two faces are not congruent. This is more to the idea that to have images be congruent, everything about that image has to be the same. Everything within the image, everything on the perimeter of the image, wherever it is, it has to have a corresponding part that's in the identical position to be congruent. And these two faces are not congruent.